Hello! So I've been working on some much larger videos in between being very unwell, so this video is not going to be very well edited, so I advise you just listen to it instead and not watch the B-roll in the background. Anyway, so I wanted to make a quick guidance / update video on Fix TF2. It seems that because we've been going on for such a long time, and successfully, I might add, a lot of people have lost the guidance of the protest and the original message, and have resorted to doing strange things in order to try and protest. So I wanted to make an off-the-cuff video basically reminding people of the point of the Fix TF2 protest. Because, well, if you've been on the TF2 subreddit recently, you'll probably understand as to why I'm making this video. The target of the Fix TF2 protest is Valve themselves. It is not any particular bad actors, it is not anything else. We are here to let Valve know that there are issues in this game that they have neglected and that they have been aware of for a very long time, and it is not acceptable. That is the goal of the Fix TF2 protest. That is what we are protesting. And it seems that people have lost that message because we've been going on for a little bit under a month now. So that's the purpose of this video. A reminder for what we are protesting for, a reminder as towards what not to do, basically, and also to let you know to give it time. And when I say give it time, I mean two things. So the first one is, we are not going to get a response from Valve, and that does not mean we have failed. We are not protesting to get a response from Valve, we are protesting so that Valve will fix their game. I made a video on this, was it a couple days ago? I've been very ill for a very long time, I'm really sorry, I don't remember. Apparently I'm still alive. So I made a video on this a little bit ago, and that was probably one of the best received videos I've ever had on my channel, which I thought was very nice. We're not going to get a response from Valve. I can't think of a single universe, a single timeline in which Valve publicly admitting that yes, there is an issue with TF2 and we're going to fix it, will result in anything good at all. Instead, what I think will happen is that when this summer update rolls out, probably next month, there will be various fixes to TF2 and Valve will silently commit to the treadmill work, as that phrase even has been thrown around for a very long time. They will silently commit to the treadmill work and get things done. We're not going to get a response from Valve, and that does not mean we have failed if we do not get one. Okay, now the other thing I said I was going to talk about when it comes to have patience is that just because YouTube seems to have gone quiet on the Fix TF2 front, does not mean the protest has failed, does not mean the people running it believe it is dead, and again, it does not mean we've failed. So if you go to Reddit, if you go to Twitter, I'm sure if you went to Facebook, there will be Fix TF2 hashtags on the daily. YouTube videos take time to make, and YouTubers have personal lives as well. I mean, I'm very, very ill at the moment. I don't really want to give too much away. But that's why this video is not very organised or planned in the slightest, and I'm desperately trying my hardest not to cough repetitively throughout this recording. But anyway, videos take time to make, and if your favourite content creators who are affiliated with Fix TF2 have gone quiet on the movement, it doesn't mean that they've given up. It just means that they need time to sort things out. So have patience, lads. We're doing the right thing, and we're going in the right direction, but we just need to remember that we're going in the right direction and stop doing silly things. Now, I'm going to talk about the boycott for a bit, and then that should be the end of this video. If various TF2 fixes are not rolled out with the summer update that is coming this year, it seems to be that the community is planning a TF2-wide boycott. So a boycott basically means that we will not be spending money on hats, crates, the Manco store, the community store, third-party sites, anything at all until TF2 is fixed, basically. As consumers, we should 100% vote with our wallets. Our voices mean a lot, but they do not mean anywhere near as much as our money to a company like Valve. Vote with your wallet. If you disagree with the way TF2 is being run, if you disagree with the way CSGO is being run, do not spend money on the games. Now, depending on whether a boycott will work depends on a lot of things. First of all, as to whether they actually roll out any meaningful fixes in the summer update. If they do not roll out any meaningful fixes, I recommend we do not spend any money on the game in the slightest. However, if they do, take time to consider as to whether those fixes mean anything to you and to whether you think those fixes are decent / what you've been protesting for. that might sound like a bit of a wet take on the matter, because I'm going to assume right now a large reason as to why a lot of the YouTubers have gone quiet is because they are planning videos for a boycott. But I always encourage people to form their own opinion on the subject. My opinion is that if no significant changes are made to TF2 when the summer update rolls around, we should go ahead with the boycott. But if there are, I will form my own opinion and judge as to whether I believe these changes have warranted all the years of neglect the game has been receiving. Now, that's pretty much all I had to say, but I do want to encourage people to have another burst of fixed TF2 hashtags. Just have another burst. Again, we have nothing to lose. We're not going to get a response from Valve, but that doesn't matter, because if we continue to protest, we will get an internal response. We don't need an external response from Valve. The fixed TF2 protest does not succeed or fail depending on whether Valve logs into their Twitter account. Whether it succeeds or fails entirely depends on how vocal we are and how thorough our message gets through to the heart of Valve. And hashtags and raising awareness can do that. So give it another burst of hashtags right now, or share this video around in case people are asking why we're giving it another burst. Warn them beforehand because it's unscripted and deranged. But just have faith, lads. I'm sure something is being planned by the people running the Fixed TF2 movement. And just because all is quiet on the Western Front does not mean, everything is failed. Okay, right. That's going to do it for me. I need to go rest. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and I will see you later down the sunny road.